Hey everybody, I wanted to post this video to help you beginner pianists out because I know it's a very daunting task to learn how to play in the beginning, and it's very easy to get discouraged and stop playing. But I want to tell you that stopping is the last thing that you'd ever do, and it's also worth all the practice. Getting over the original learning curve is really the hardest part with learning sheet music and terminology for the first time and stuff like that. But once you get past it, it's amazing to play for yourself, and even practicing can be a lot of fun. Getting over the bump doesn't take too long either, as long as you practice continually every day. And of course it's going to take a lot of practice, but you already knew that. What really is important is that you learn from the right sources and lessons to learn to play the right way, and also in a way that's fun and makes you actually want to practice more and more. I really think that's the secret. So I want to give you guys a video full of tips on what you should learn as a beginner pianist to make it much easier for you, as well as tell you about a site that I went to start learning piano without paying too much, and teaches you how to develop dexterity and speed and accuracy very quickly, and also teaches you music theory and the language of music. You don't really have to get a teacher to learn piano. It's really way too expensive. And a piano is a skill that you develop over time by yourself, of course. It doesn't. You don't need to include anybody else. And many people get sick of learning an instrument when learning with a teacher. And I'm sure that you've probably heard of a few of them or know a few of them, and they end up regretting it in the end, that they've never learned. Learning at your own pace and with your own style is what I'd really recommend. Nobody else really needs to be involved in learning the piano. You just need to learn the correct methods from a good lesson plan, and then add your practice and your own creativity. Plus, you'll be proud of yourself that you learned piano by teaching yourself. The site I mentioned will help you figure out what you need to be learning at any stage in your piano career, from absolute beginner to more advanced. So you can start learning more and more complex songs and writing your own. If you're just a beginner, you should be able to play beginner songs in a week or two from now if you start learning today. The site is right at this address in the video if you want to go check it out. You can go there right now and download the piano learning package. You can just type that address into your browser, or click the link in the description. I'll put it there for you. For now, though, I want to give you some great tips to get you started learning the piano, and to help encourage you to keep learning. Number one, hand positioning is important. When you sit at the piano, your hands need to feel very comfortable, never stressed in your wrist or in your fingers, and you need to be able to have the dexterity to play a certain piece in any way that you would like to. You should position your hands above the keys as if you're holding a hamster under your palm. You shouldn't crush it, so your fingers should be curved, but you also need to keep it from getting away, so don't hold your wrist too high. Number two, you should also be aware of your posture. If you notice discomfort after a long practice session, you should change it up. Keep your back relatively straight and your hands in a position that's comfortable and will allow you to reach all of the keys easily. Number three, when you're practicing a piece, make sure that you learn the notes on each hand separately. Slowly, and push the keys down hard the first time that you're playing it. Then slowly get up to speed as you learn it better. And this provides a mental memory, something I guess you could call muscle memory, for when you play both hands together, faster and with emotion. When you practice something, try to resist moving onwards with the piece before you're entirely happy with each hand separately and slowly. Number four, if your mind is tired from too much learning or stressing over something that you can't learn, you should sleep on it rather than force yourself to keep practicing. Your practice technique may break down, and you'll be practicing badly, and this is a bad idea. Rather, you should sleep on it, and you'll be surprised that you'll likely be able to play what you were attempting to play the next day without any warm-up. Your brain makes neural muscle memory connections when you practice, and when it's allowed to rest, it allows you to use those connections more effectively. It's all about your brain being able to make the right neural connections, from the cells in your brain that decide that you want to play a certain song, to the cells that fire in exact sequence to make the muscles in your hand move precisely into the beat. Number 5, When you're starting out, tap your foot while you're playing. This one might seem strange at first and tough to do at first, but it's actually important, especially when you're learning to play without a metronome. You can also bob your head or something like that, but move a part of your body to the tempo, and it'll help you. The basal ganglia and the cerebellum in the brain are the primary timing areas of the brain, and they're also involved in the coordination of movement. This is a likely reason why moving a large part of your body to the rhythm helps you keep time. You have brain centers devoted to controlling movement over time. And actually there's also evidence that the cerebellum also participates in the provocation and expression of emotions, which may explain why music can affect our emotions so profoundly. But that's another story. But musicians need to internalize the beat of a song. And if you don't, it's easy to stray from the beat, and it's obvious to listeners. Number 6, you should get a metronome. It's a very valuable tool when you're practicing, and it'll help you recognize key signatures more easily, and also help you keep perfect tempo, of course. Number 7, practice simple songs, but also choose 1 or 2 harder songs that you really don't have any business playing, and make them an ongoing project. I really like this concept. Learning a very tough song drives you to learn new skills very quickly, and drives you to get more dexterity more quickly, and you make new neural connections faster, especially if the song is fast. The key is to start very slow and just learn all the keys to play accurately. This may take a very long time as a beginner, but it's worth it, and as long as you're practicing correctly. A good piano learning guide can help you with that, of course, learning correctly. Learning a song slowly over the course of a few months can make your skill level jump very quickly, and easier songs become easier much faster than they would have otherwise. And practicing simpler songs give you the motivation to keep on practicing, and also a bigger repertoire of songs that you can perform. Number 8, study music theory and terminology. It's important to learn at least a bit of theory in the beginning because it allows you to understand what's going on in some of the sheet music you were trying to play, and it will also help you to improvise and eventually write your own songs. Theory is the structure of music, scales and chords, how notes relate to each other, and stuff like that. And you shouldn't worry though; it's not as painful as it seems, or you might think it is. Some of the terminology used in music is just very archaic and sometimes seems very cumbersome and inefficient. It is for the most part, but we're stuck with it for now. But fortunately, once you learn some new names and terms in music theory, you'll actually be fine. It's not that hard. Really incredible musicians are obviously hard to come by, and people who listen to them really look up to them and revere them. Musicians like that are artists who create their own style and surprise people with new, amazing sounds to listen to. The people may not know why they like it, but they do, and it has an emotional impact on them. Imagine being able to create music that has an emotional impact every time people listen to it, whether it's just your family, friends, or at a concert or on the radio. Would be really cool, right? I mean, I think so anyway. All you need to do is create a song, and it can last forever because it has the potential to impact people like that. You'll also be able to play new and classic songs by your favorite artists for yourself, or as a cover to play for others. It's fun to put a unique spin on a classic song. You really just need to learn the right way to practice so that you'll always love playing, and you'll also progress very quickly. The only real secret to learning the piano, as far as I'm concerned, is consistent practice and learning from the right place that will show you the correct professional methods to learning while also keeping you interested. If you want something like this, I really got to recommend the site I told you about before. It'll really be all you need to learn to play because it shows you exactly what you need to be learning at any stage in your piano learning career, and it'll take you from beginner to advanced. You don't have to worry about learning from anywhere else. Especially not from a teacher, which can cost $30 an hour or more. It's actually pretty unreasonable to think about it, especially when there are courses like this one out there that you can use to learn yourself. So just go to the link here by typing it into your browser, or click the link in the description to go to the site, and you can get the course right now if you like. I hope you enjoyed a lot, and I hope you liked the video too. Take care. Cheers.